All right, I'm live. Thank you very much for watching this live session. This is the first ever live session from CBSE Champions. So if you are someone who's really interested in getting your doubts cleared, solving all of your problems, then make sure to comment down your question or doubt in the chat box so that I'll be able to answer all of your questions. So I'm waiting for a lot of students to ask your doubts because once you are able to ask your doubts, you are able to solve all of your problems, then you will be able to feel much more confident to face the board examination. So you're preparing for a board examination. I wish you all the best, but you got to make sure you are, solving the problems, all right? Because in the exam, questions are only going to be asked. And this is possibly the best way you can ask questions so that you'll be able to solve all of your doubts. So I'm waiting for students to join. So this live session is the first ever live session by CBSE Champions, and this live session is for 1 hour. So you have 1 hour to, ask your doubts or questions which you might have. So I'm waiting for students to join. I hope the video quality and audio quality is good enough, right, for you to understand what I'm talking about. So I hope you're preparing for your board examination. If you are preparing for a board examination by solving the previous two question papers, the sample question papers, as well as the questions given in the textbook, then you will be scoring good marks in the examination. And if you want to become a CBSE school teacher, you gotta clear the CTET examination. So if you want to go ahead and become a teacher in a CBSE school and want to teach, lower grade students, then you gotta create. Thank you very much for liking this video. Hopefully, this will give my inspiration for me to make more content and ultimately provide more value, more information, which is going to be essential for you to get good marks in the board examination. I hope the audio quality, video quality, everything is good enough, right? And this is possibly the best way by which you'll be able to solve all of your questions, all of your doubts. So I request you to comment down in the chat box so that I'll be able to answer all of your questions. I just came live because a lot of people are asking me to come live, and then I just want to make sure I'm solving your problem. A lot of students were asking me, how do I improve my fluency and communication skills? It's quite simple, folks. Clarified butter. This is the best option available for you to improve your fluency, all right? You just gotta apply this in your lips. So this is clarified butter, all right? This is cow ghee, and this is basically clarified butter in English. So you can apply this in your lips if you want to improve your fluency. And if you want a bigger one, you can buy this one also. This is Amul cow ghee, all right? This is Amul cow ghee. This is also good enough for improving your fluency in English. And at the same time, you also need to, have this honey with you if you want to improve your fluency. Apply honey, apply ghee, and that is going to really help you improve your fluency and communication in any language for the matter, all right? So this is possibly the best way by you can do that. I just found it out, right? And then let me talk about how you can really do that, right? How do you make sure you're able to solve all of your questions, all of your doubts? You are practicing questions from the textbook, obviously, And at the same time, you also have to solve a lot of questions from previous question papers, the sample question papers, as well as the questions which are given by your class teacher. So this will really help you to gain some confidence to face the board examination. So I request you to solve all the questions, all the doubts, and get all of your problems clear, because that's the only way by which you will be able to, get good marks. So far, no questions. So I request you to answer. I request you to ask some questions so that I'll be able to answer some of your questions. So waiting for people to ask questions. And then you got to make it happen, folks. Things don't happen by itself. You got to make it happen. So that's why you got to make it happen. If you want to make it happen, then that's the only way you got to do this. So this live session is the first live session I'm doing right now. And if you like this live session, then I will do more. I want your feedback. Based on your feedback, I will be able to, make more live sessions. I hope the audio quality is good enough, the video quality is good enough, and I hope this live stream is of good quality. And one more thing I want to talk about is, in a marketplace. Yeah, thank you very much. Free Fighter Gaming, your comment is the first comment which I got. I got your comment. I want to make sure I solve your problem. And if you have any problem, you can ask me. I'll be able to answer your questions. So, hi, thank you very much for commenting down in the in the chat box. So this is going to be really interesting. Thank you for liking this video. I appreciate your effort. So are you from India? Yes, I'm from India. I am from South India. So that's what I can say. You just get figure out from where I'm from, but I'm basically from India. So we got first question. Sir, are you from India? That's the first question I got, and I answered, I am from India. I was born in India, and this is where I am right now. And so I hope you got this information. Sir, I'm in class 9. Oh, that's good. You have a lot of time for deciding where you want to go. So the question is good enough. Good that you're in class 9. You can prepare yourself for anything you want. So if you want to become an engineer, you got to go towards that path. If you want to become a doctor, go towards that path. Whatever you want to become. If you want to become a YouTuber, go towards that path. So I'm in class 9, the exam done. That's good. Exam done. That's what we want. We want to make sure everything is accomplished. Class 9 exam is not done. So if your exams are done, you got to prepare for the next exam, all right? Because anyway, you have to write the exam. There is no other option out. I will reach class 10th. Okay, this year you will be reaching class 10th. So I wish you all the best, because class 10th is going to be easier compared to class 9. 1st of April. So 1st of April, only like 11 days left for 1st of April. So I wish you all the best. You gotta really focus completely on learning the concept and applying it so that you'll be able to improve your knowledge. If you are able to improve your knowledge, then that will only give you a lot of valuable, assets later on in the future. So thank you very much for watching. So we have Free Fighter Gaming asking the questions. So is class 9 is tougher than class 10? Okay. Let me tell you, class 9 is tougher than class 10. And class 10 is easier compared to class 9. So if you are right now going to class 10, don't need to worry about anything because it's going to be a cakewalk for you. It's going to be very easy. You don't have to, stress a lot. You don't have to study a lot because all of those concepts are going to be useful for your class 12 examination. And class 10 is the foundation for class 12. So class 10 has a lot of topics which are going to be so easy for you to understand, okay? So point of understanding is easy, but what is the point of examination? You got to really solve different questions. So exam will be a little bit tricky. Class 10 examination will be the board examination, so you got to prepare for that. So for preparing for the board examination, you obviously have to solve different types of questions, not only the questions which are given in the textbook, but you got to solve the questions from a lot of textbook, reference books, and a lot of these things. And so a lot of questions have been asked by Free Fighter Gaming. Thank you very much. I appreciate students who are asking a lot of questions to me, right? Because they feel like they have something which is not clear and I'm able to solve their problem. So that gives me happiness, right? So that gives me happiness if they are able to get some value. Sir, nobody comment, only I comment you. Yes, nobody commented so far. You are the only one who commented. Thank you very much. So I just want to say one more thing. So this is a biscuit, all right? This is a biscuit. This is NutriChoice biscuit, all right? And then you also have this biscuit, which is arrowroot biscuit, all right? And then you also have this biscuit, which is a Good Day biscuit. Now, out of these biscuits, which is the best biscuit? Tell me. So is it this one, NutriChoice, or is it arrowroot, or is it Good Day? So this Good Day costs 20 rupees. Arrowroot costs 30 rupees. And NutriChoice costs 25 rupees. So out of these three, which is the best? So another question, sir, are you from Kerala? Yes, I'm basically from Kerala. I was born in the capital of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. So you can say Trivandrum. So I'm basically from Trivandrum. I was born and brought up in Trivandrum, which is the capital of Kerala. So I'm basically from Kerala. Yes, I am from Kerala. But let me tell you, I actually studied in multiple different countries. So I studied in the United States, I studied in Singapore, and then I studied in Australia. So a lot of the three countries I've studied. So that's the reason why my accent is kind of different from a lot of people. So we got a lot of questions from Free Fighter Gaming. And now, if you have any more questions, you can feel free to ask them in the chat box. I'll be able to help you solve all of your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. So what's your favorite subjects? My favorite subject is computer science, mathematics, and English. All right, so computer science, mathematics, and English are my favorite subjects. Because computer science helps you improve your problem solving skills. mathematics helps you improve your logical skills and reasoning skills, and English helps you improve your communication skills. So three things are really essential for you if you want to go ahead and succeed in your life. And so that's the reason why I just want to say that I like mathematics, computer science, and English. So three people, I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll be able to answer all of your questions. I don't know whether the notification has gone to all the students who have subscribed to this YouTube channel, but I definitely want to help you improve your. Sir, in class 9, there is no fail. In class 9, everything depends, everything is in the hand of the school. So if you are studying in a school and if the teacher is, has good impression considering your performance in the examination conducted by the school, then they will definitely pass. They will definitely pass all the students because the school definitely want their performance to go up, right? And so definitely they will, pass all of the students who are in class 9 because it's not something which would be so important for the future career, right? Nobody asks for class 9 marks, but class 10 is the most important. So a student who has failed in class 9 will be able to improve the performance because the school will arrange a separate exam to improve the performance, and ultimately the school will pass the student. All right, so nothing is going to happen. The student is not going to fail because the school wants his performance to go up. So if you want the school's performance to go up, ultimately all the students should pass, right? So definitely that's the only way they will be able to improve the performance of the school. And so that's the reason why they will definitely pass. So there is no fail. So you can't say there is no fail if a student is not doing anything, if a student is not studying, if a student is not sincere or dedicated towards his work, he's not attending class, he has less to, he doesn't have any attendance, then he will have to fail, right? So they will contact the parents, and the parents, they will say, right, your son is not studying or your daughter is not studying, and ultimately the information will go to the parents, and the parents will make the student study and get good marks. Otherwise, the student has to leave the school, right? They will kick out of the school if the performance of the student is not up to the mark. So that's really important. You cannot say like no students will fail the class 9 exam, but certain people can fail if their performance is not up to the mark, and if the school knows that this student is not even concentrating in studies, he's not doing anything perfectly, then the student has to leave the school. So if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section or chat box. I'll be able to answer them. So this live session is for 1 hour. I will be answering all of your questions for 1 hour or 60 minutes. So if you have any questions, you can ask them. I will be there until 1 hour. And if you like this live session, then I will make more live sessions. I want you to give me some ideas. What is the topic or the video idea, right? I want some video ideas on topics which you want me to make videos on. So if you have any topics, then feel free to comment down. I'll be able to make a video on the topic which you want to make videos. So I'm running out of ideas. I definitely want to make videos helping you out, helping the teachers out who are preparing for the CTET examination for becoming a CBSE school teacher. So if you have any doubts, feel free to ask them. I'll be able to answer them. So now we have 40 more minutes left. Ideally, approximately 40 more minutes left for the live session. So if you have any questions, you can ask them. And one more thing, I just want to say that you also need to practice questions from this book. All right, this is also a book which is really helpful, right? This is an old edition of this book, but CBSE chapter wise solved papers, 20, chapters I solved question papers, latest edition will be there. These are question papers which are really going to be helpful for your board examination. So you have a lot of previous year questions, which is going to be essential. And at the same time, you also have a lot of summaries of important formulas used in the chapter. And then you also have questions like 2-mark questions, 4-mark questions. And then you have a lot of questions for you to answer. So you can go through these questions, 6-mark questions. So as for the latest pattern, you'll be able to answer a lot of questions if you are able to buy this book and solve this question by yourself. Ideally, buying the book, a lot of students will do this, but you gotta go ahead and solve the questions by yourself. If you are able to do that, then you'll be able to score good marks in the board examination. So I request you to go ahead and solve questions by buying chapter-wise solved question papers, which are given in this particular book. This is Arihan's publication. You can also buy Oswald publication, Reliable publication, which is also very good. So it depends on you. But let me talk about how you can prepare yourself. So first and foremost, go through the NCERT textbook, and after that, solve all the in-text questions, like the example questions, and after that, the textbook in the questions which are given in the end of the textbook, you got to solve and go through the summaries of each and every chapter. And after that, you got to solve the previous year question papers for the last 5 years. And after that, the sample question papers. So this will really help you to score good marks in the CBSE Class 1 board examination for most of the subjects. You can do this. So these are ways by which you'll be able to improve your performance in the board examination if you are going to go ahead and score really good marks. So about 95%, if you want to go ahead and do that, then you got to solve a lot of questions of different types. Improve your problem solving skills, because if a given problem is given to you, how long does it take for you to solve the problem, and how efficiently are you going to solve the problem? All of these matters a lot. So I request you to focus on problem solving, improve your problem solving skills. This way, you're really going to, improve your performance. So I'm waiting for students to ask more questions so that I'll be able to answer your questions. So if you're a teacher, then you can ask more questions. If you want to become a CBSE school teacher, seated examination is not mandatory if you want to become a PGT, all right? So postgraduate teacher, you don't have to write the seated examination. But if you want to become a TGT or trained graduate teacher or primary school teacher, then you gotta write the seated examination and also clear the written exam, which is going to be by the school, and also you gotta do a demo or presentation of any concepts which are actually asked by the teacher. So you gotta do a demo of your teaching before the school authorities. So a lot of different things are involved here. So make sure to prepare for the examination as well as for the demo, because these are some things which are really essential for you to understand, because the competition right now in the education industry is so high. And if you are not someone who is really confident or kind of really interested in education, you might be kicked out. All right. So you gotta be really improving your skill set over and over again by improving your subject matter skills. So You gotta keep on improving your knowledge, improving your skills, and improving your teaching capabilities and take it to the next level. And then only you'll be able to get a job as a postgraduate teacher, or like you can say trained graduate teacher or primary school teacher in a CBSE school. And if you gain some experience becoming a CBSE school teacher, if you have like more than 20 years of experience, you can even become a CBSE school principal. So it depends on the school which you're applying, depends on your capabilities. But let me tell you, you can do this, right? So let me check if everything is fine, right? This live session is on, everything is fine. Let me check it out. All right, everything is fine. Thank you so much for watching this live session. And if you are new, then this is a YouTube channel where you'll be able to solve most of your questions related to CBSE board examination. And so, if you're someone who wants to really get all of your doubts cleared, then subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right. And if you found some value out of this live session, then like this live session. And that means a lot to me because I'll be able to make more content, right? So that is really important. So I just came live to answer your questions, solve your doubts, get all of your doubts cleared so that you'll be able to improve your preparation and ultimately get good marks because that's the results are more important than the practice. Nobody cares you studied for 10 hours or 20 hours. Nobody cares about it. What matters is your performance. Everybody cares about your results. Your parents care about how much marks you will get in the examination. Your teachers care about it. You care about it. That's more important. But nobody cares about the fact that you study for 8 hours and you pulled the midnight oil, you burned the midnight oil, nothing, like that. You just have to understand the process is not important. The results are important, but the process is very important if you want to get good results. So you gotta do the process, you gotta study, but study more productively. You must be productive, and profitable. Three P's are important, right? Perfection, productivity, and profitability will definitely help you become more valuable, improve your net worth. So that's the reason why I want you to understand that if you have any questions or doubts, you just gotta ask and solve all of your questions. That's the only way by which you will be able to go ahead and succeed in your career, right? All right. So the CBSE has released the CBSE Class 12 Term 1 examination results yesterday, and you can check the results with your school teacher, all right, because it's not available online because the results are only for the theory part of the examination. And so the overall results you will get at the end of Term 2 examination, but right now, you gotta understand, you gotta prepare for Term 2 examination because Term 2 examination is super important for you to ultimately score the highest mark in the board examination overall. So I just want to make sure you understand this point. All right. So those who hope you got the timetable for term 2 examination. So term 2 examination is going to be really helpful or essential if you really want to score good marks in the CBSE Class 12 board examination. So when you visit cbse.gov.in, you will have 3 different websites to choose from. The main website, SARAS, as well as the results, and then academic website. You got to choose based on whatever you want. So the results are not publicly available. The term 2 examination results are not publicly available. But if you want the results, then ask your school. They will give you the results for the theory portion of the examination. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment box or chat box. I'll be able to answer all the questions. We have approximately 30 more minutes, half an hour left to conclude this live session. And so if you have any questions, feel to ask them in the comment section of the live session. And so I request you to prepare really well for the term 2 examination, because it's like CBSE has broken down the board examination to 2 different board examinations, right? 2 different parts, and equal importance has to be given for both of these parts if you really want to score good marks in the end of the examination. Because at the end of the day, what matters? Both the performance matters. It's not like you perform really well in the term 1 examination and term 2, you didn't do it very well, and then it will affect your final performance. And so if you really want to go ahead and do perform well in the term 2 examination, you got to be serious about it. You got to focus on studying, right? You got to take the book. And then open it up, learn the concept, write the exam, and you will be able to get the results. If your heart is towards this, right? If you are having heart towards this thing, you will definitely perform well. But the problem is, a lot of people, they just study for the sake of it, right? They don't have their heart attached towards this. They are having this book, but their mind is somewhere else. What's the use if you are having your book in front of you, but if your mind, this is somewhere else, then you will not be able to perform well. So that's the reason I just want you to understand. If you're solving any questions, make sure your mind, body, everything, energy, completely on solving these questions, all right? So buying a book is so simple. Everybody can buy a book if you have money, all right? If you have, wait a second. If you have money, all right? If you have money, you can buy a book. But what is important is performance in the examination, all right? For performing well in the examination, you cannot buy the examination, right? You just got to make sure you are writing the exam by yourself and putting your knowledge into the paper and performing well. Writing the answers as per the marking scheme provided by the CBSE board examination. So this is how you are able to perform well. So I hope you got some valuable information on how you can go forward and perform well in the examination. Is examination of 2023 is only in one term? Okay, that's not yet confirmed, all right? So because right now they have 2 examinations. Why? Because of COVID-19, or the pandemic has made it into 2 separate examinations. But 2023 is a different story, all right? Because it's next year. We don't know how the pandemic is going to evolve, or whether we will have another crisis or a war-like situation next year. So far, no official information has come regarding 2023. So the examination might not be in only one term. Why? Because it might be like a partiality for other students who have written this year. So I don't know. It depends. 2023, let me check. 2023. 2023. Most likely, if there is no problem, no crisis, then there will be only one examination. All right, but the decision is yet to be taken. Once the decision is made available, then I will let you know. But right now, there are only two examinations for the actual board examination. You got to have term 1 and term 2. And there's no term 1 and term 2 combined together. So it's the examination 2023 in only one term. Only in one term. The answer to this question is it's I don't know, because it depends on the CBSE's decision and whether or not they will make it one examination or make it two different separate examination. So sorry for the disturbance. If you are hearing the noise of the train, then sorry about it, because I have no control over it. Okay, next question by Tejas Jambis, right? NEP policy when launch. So NEP policy they will launch most likely next year, because I don't know, this they have actually talked about it 2020, right? They have initiated that in 2020, but right now NEP national education policy is, when it will implemented. If you ask it, it will be implemented, by July of 2022, and that is what they are saying. All right, by the end across the country, they'll implement it in July of 2022. And if it's not possible for them to implement it this year, then they will implement next year. Most likely, they will implement it 2022. That's what July 2022 is when they will implement national education policy. And if they will do that, then possibly they will have only one examination, right? For the board examination, there will be only one board examination. There will not be two separate term 1 and term 2. If national education policy is implemented, then they will definitely have one examination. And if the coronavirus situation has only made it two examination, but there is no coronavirus situation like it is right now, and if the coronavirus is not there next year, then possibly there will be only one examination that will determine the overall performance of the student. If you're finding value from this live session, then do like the live session if you're finding value, and I will be able to answer your questions. Since this is the first ever live session, a lot of students don't know about it, and so that's the reason why the number of students in this live session is less, but I will try to. Yeah, welcome, Tejas Danvers. Thank you very much for asking your question. I appreciate it, and I want to solve your problem. Thank you very much. And ask questions where you have really finding a lot of problems and you're not able to find a solution. You ask multiple different people, but they're not able to give a proper solution. Then you can ask them here. I'll be able to answer your question. So approximately 20 more minutes are left for this live session to get over. So before that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will be able to answer your questions. So 20 more minutes are left. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you want to improve your fluency in communication, you got to apply ghee, all right? So ghee, this is cow ghee, which I bought it from the market. and you gotta go ahead and apply this key. All right, take this key and apply it here. This will improve your fluency. All right, I'm saying this because I have tried myself and my fluency has improved. You just gotta massage it in a circular manner. Take it, all right, take this thing. And then you just gotta keep it like this. So now my fluency has improved, right? So you can see the difference for yourself. I'm able to speak more confidently, more faster. The reason why I'm able to do this is because of cow ghee. You can also buy this Amul cow ghee, right? This is a cow ghee Amul, and this is a good company, by the way. So basically, ghee is clarified butter. So in English, this is clarified butter. Gotta apply it. Yes. This is how you go forward and improve your fluency in any language whatsoever. So like it's not only in English, in Hindi, in Tamil, in Telugu, in Malayalam, in Canada, in a lot of different languages, right? Urdu. It depends on. So now the next question asked by Tejas Janvis is what is your job? It's a really good question. My job is to teach. My job is teaching. I teach people or students who are located in the United States of America. So I teach mathematics, I teach English, I teach computer programming and computer science. So I teach a lot of different subjects. And my goal is to teach you computer science and the subjects which are in the CBSE board, because I'm not teaching directly to CBSE students, right? I'm not teaching in a CBSE school, but I'm teaching to students who are kind of located all around the world. So students who are located in Australia, students who are located in the United States, in United Kingdom, Canada. A lot of students are coming, so it depends on. I don't have like a job, but you can say I'm self-employed. I'm having my own kind of way of teaching people. I have students who are learning from me. I'm able to, go ahead and accomplish my mission, right? My mission is to teach. Why your English is so good? Tips for better English speaking. Okay, if you want to speak really good English, all you have to do is listen to more English. You gotta listen to more English. That is the best way you will be able to improve your English. Think about how you are learning how you have learned your mother tongue. All right, you have learned your mother tongue because you heard your mother speaking in that tongue for a long period of time. When you are a child, when you are born in this world, you learned your mother tongue by listening to your mother or your parents speak that mother tongue. All right. So that's how you learn. So similarly, if you want to go ahead and learn and improve your English speaking skills, you got to listen to people who are speaking in English. That is the only way by which you'll be able to improve your English speaking skills. All right. So listen to more. You can listen to movies, but I'm not into movies, but you can listen to movies. You can listen to English songs. You can listen to English news channels. It depends on what exactly you're going to go ahead and replicate. But the first step is to listen to more English. If you want to go, there are different types of English, like American English, British English, Australian English, Canadian English. But you got to choose, like Indian English. Let me give you a difference. Indians say water, water, like if this is the water, right? If this is the water, Indians normally say water. Give me water. But you can say that water as water, right? Water. This is a different way of saying that same word. So it depends on what exactly accent you want to have. But basically, I have been in 3 different countries, so that's the reason why my accent is like this. Been in the United States, I've been in Singapore, and I've been in Australia. These 3 countries I've been into, so that's the reason why my accent is made like this. But if you want to go ahead and improve your accent, you just gotta listen to more English. The second thing is imitate. So if you like one particular speaker, imitate it. Right? Which subject? Susan Dubai is asking another question. Which subject? Computer science, any subject you have. I'm just taking general questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. So the second step is you gotta imitate. All right. So imitation is basically you just gotta look at someone and repeat the same thing which that person is speaking. So that's the second method. The third method is jam. Jam is just a minute technique. Just a minute. All right. Jam. JAM. So just a minute is like you are speaking in English for 1 minute on a specific topic without even pausing or stopping at any point in time during that 1 minute. So you are picking up a topic, speaking about it for 1 minute without stopping. This is jam technique. If you're applying jam technique, you will improve your fluency. So for 1 minute, speak about a specific topic for 1 minute without stopping. If you can do that, then you will be able to improve your communication and fluency in English. This is a best way by which you can do that. So a lot of people are asking, how do you improve your fluency and communication skills? Let me tell you, English is a very easy language. It's not at all difficult if you are practicing. And then what I would do, the next tip which I have is 15 minutes after you wake up and 15 minutes before you go to sleep, listen to English. All right, listen. Like you can listen to recordings like audio podcast, or you can listen to YouTube videos which they speak in English. So, for example, you can listen to NDTV news channel or Vion, right? World is One. There's a lot of news channels, so there are Indian news channels. So that way you can improve your English. So I request you to take advantage of that. And apart from that, you just gotta speak more English in your day. You gotta speak more English. So if you are speaking your native language, you will not be able to improve your English. You gotta take away your native language. So, for example, normally when people speak, they mix their native language with English. So there is a slang. So that's what causes them to speak in a way. But you gotta remove that. You gotta remove your native language from English. So English is separate, native language is separate. You'll be able to improve that. So I hope you got some valuable information. So if you want to improve your fluency, apply Clarify Better, apply it, and you'll be able to improve your fluency. If you have any questions, you gotta make it happen, right? This is important. Make it happen. So do you have any other questions? My English is so good because I've been making YouTube videos for a long time. And I speak in English in my YouTube videos. So if you want to improve your English, record yourself. Take your phone. It's gotta record yourself. Are you from South India? Yes, I am from South India. I am from Kerala. I am from the capital of Kerala, which is Trivandrum, right? Thiruvananthapuram, or Trivandrum, you can say. And then I basically was born and brought up in the capital of Kerala. And I don't know, I was just born in Kerala. I didn't choose to live in Kerala, but I was born. I have to live with this thing, right? So there are some things which we have no control over, like the place we are born and our parents, our name. We have no control over our death. Like tomorrow I will exist or not, I don't know. But I just want to say that I was born in South India, in Kerala, and in Kerala, I was born in the capital of Kerala, which is Trivandrum. So this is where I was born. So, so you got to make sure you're having something like this, right? And you put your phone here, and this is kind of the like a tripod, monopod, which you can put your phone here, and then you can shoot videos. So you can record your video, right? And then record a video of you speaking yourself in English. That is the best way by which you'll be able to learn and improve your English. So you gotta record yourself speaking in English in order to improve your English. So you have 10 more minutes left for this live session to end. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. And do like this video if you found some value out of it. And so there's a lot of different things which you can do to improve your accent, to improve your fluency. But this is what I tested out. I just tested out different things. And right now I'm saying whatever worked for me. Sometimes whatever I'm saying might not work for you. You might be like, let me tell you, you can learn by seeing, you can learn by hearing, you can learn by writing, you can learn by reading. But it all depends on you. You are the sole owner of yourself, and you only know whether you are learning quickly by seeing or hearing or reading or writing. It depends on you. So that's the reason why I just want to say, you can learn through multiple ways. You can learn by watching videos or hearing the videos. A lot of people learn by watching. Sometimes they learn by reading. Sometimes learn by writing. Sometimes they even learn by dreaming about it. So it all depends on people, depends on the student, individual student, and each and every student has their own learning styles, and it depends on that. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll be able to answer all of your questions. I'm waiting for students to ask more and more questions so that I'll be able to get your doubts clear, and you will be able to go confidently solving all of your problems. So do you have any other questions? Tejas Janvis has asked a lot of good questions. Thank you very much, Tejas. You have asked a lot of good questions. I appreciate you because you have asked about national education policy. You've asked about 2023 examination. So you are really a very intelligent student. I feel like you will be capable of, becoming a CBSE champion, a CBSE topper, and I wish you all the best for your board examination. So thank you very much, Tejas, for watching this video. I appreciate your time. Because टाइम बर्बाद नहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि टाइम बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, टाइम बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है और आप टाइम यूटिलाइज करना पड़ेगी, ठीक है? तो इसलिए मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि आपका टाइम बर्बाद ना हो और आपके टाइम बहुत एफिशिएंटली यूज़ कर सकते हो। ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं। अच्छा, तो इस लाइव सेशन 7 मिनट में ओवर होगा और आपके लिए कोई क्वेश्चंस है आप पूछिए। Thank you, sir, for appreciate me. Okay, that's a comment. Thank you very much, Stages. So if you like this live session, I will do more. I will do more live sessions like this because I want you to solve your problems. And if you have any ideas, I will make videos on topics which you have. Your Hindi also good, sir? Yeah, I'm improving my Hindi. I'm not good at Hindi, right? Because I'm not at all good at language. Let me tell you, I failed. I was about to fail actually in Hindi language while studying. I studied Hindi in school, but I didn't actually study properly, and I was about to fail. But because of my parents, I mean, during the parents teacher meeting, they said like, please pass my student like child, and I was able to pass the language subjects. I'm very poor in language. Right now, the English which I'm speaking right now is all because of YouTube videos. All right, I just listen to more news channels. I listen to sports commentary. Like I listen to cricket commentary. I listen to football commentary, MotoGP commentary. I listen to a lot of American news channels, and that's the reason why my English is improving. And right now, my English is not perfect, right? I still have to improve my English, but I must say that I didn't learn any English from school. None of my English I'm speaking right now is because of school, because school contributed less. I learned everything from the internet. I learned from YouTube videos. I learned it from watching, listening. I learned it basically from teachers who are on YouTube, right? And speaking in English. And so if you want to go ahead and learn it, you just got to make sure you choose a YouTube channel and go and learn from those YouTube channels which are, good according to you, right? And so that way you will be able to improve your subject matter skills. But in the school, I was a very poor student in language, but I would perform well in mathematics and science. So social science also, I was not good. I was not good in Hindi, Sanskrit. I was not good in English. But right now, I'm able to improve my English to this level because of thanks to internet, online videos, and I was able to do this. So thank you very much for creating YouTube company. I was able to watch videos. I have the app, right? Podcast is an app. Google Podcasts, all right. Google Podcasts is an app where you will have people, podcasts, audio podcasts of English speakers. So you will have news channel podcasts. You can listen to them before going to sleep or after you wake up. Immediately after you wake up, listen to English. All right. Immediately after you wake up, listen to English. That will really help you improve your English. And just before going to bed, you just gotta listen to English. So these are the ways by which you'll be able to improve your English. Thank you very much, Stages. I'm still improving my Hindi because I feel like I don't have like much Hindi friends and someone to speak to Hindi. If I really want to improve my Hindi, then I had to watch more Hindi content. I gotta watch more Hindi news channels. I gotta watch more Hindi. And if I focus on Hindi, I sometimes might, lose my English. So that's the reason why I'm not focusing right now, but I will still improve my English once I have everything ready, right? So we have 2 more minutes for the live session to end. And after this live session ends, you will be able to watch the replay. So you'll be able to go ahead and watch this live session once this live session ends. So right now I'm having this microphone, which is how you're able to get the noise. This is a big microphone, all right? This is the Blue Yeti microphone, all right? And right now I can, speak. I hope this audio quality is good enough, right? Audio is good. So this is the microphone, and we have the Logitech camera. So I have everything ready right now. And 1 more minute for this live session to end. And after that, you know what? You can go ahead and have your dinner. And so I gotta wait for more questions. So Tejas, Janvis, thank you very much for watching this live session. I appreciate your time. Thank you for spending so much time. And thank you also for Free Fighter Gaming for watching this. Sushant Dubai, thank you very much. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपके लिए, क्योंकि आप लाइव सेशन पूरी वॉच करने के लिए आपके लिए बहुत बहुत मैं शुक्रिया करता हूँ, क्योंकि आपकी प्यार से मैं यहाँ पहुँच चुका हूँ, ठीक है? तो इसलिए मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स स्कोर कर सकते हो बोर्ड एग्ज़ामिनेशन। अगर आप सीरियसली प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं तो आप डेफ़िनेटली बहुत अच्छा मार्क्स स्कोर कर सकते हो, ठीक। लेकिन लेकिन आपको प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगी। Thank you very much for listening to my live session. It's now over 1 hour or 60 minutes. Now it's the time to conclude this live session. And if you want more videos, then make sure to comment down what kind of videos do you want next, so that I'll be able to make more videos on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much, Tejas. Thank you very much, Free Fighter Gaming. Thank you very much, Susan Dubai, for asking your questions. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.